So I've been a musician for the last 22 years and I've picked some key moments from my career so far. Hi, I'm Ed Sheeran for Amazon Music India and this is my journey to here. I was never talented at anything at school. I wasn't like, I wasn't a cool kid, I wasn't a popular kid. It wasn't like I was the best songwriter or the best singer. Even when I moved to London, I wasn't like the best at anything. I was just kind of ridiculed for a while for looking really weird and rapping. I played a talent show when I was 11, and I remember the night before crying to my dad and being like, I don't want to do it, I'm really nervous, it's going to be embarrassing, people are going to laugh at me. That moment was the sort of, I guess, defining moment of my career, because my dad was like, you're going to either do it, and then the next time it'll be easier, and the next time it'll be easier, or you're not going to do it, and you're always going to kind of fail at that hurdle. So that first gig at 11, when I guess pushed through and faced my nerves, change everything, and then you sort of build confidence from there, and you sort of get to an age where, I remember being like 16, 17 and sort of being comfortable playing anywhere. Yeah, so Spinning Man was, I got a 4-track recorder for Christmas one year, and it was just experimenting really. I'd written loads of songs that were kind of like the first songs that I'd written. They weren't very good, and I was experimenting with my own production, my own guitar playing, my voice, and that was a record that I made. I made about 20 copies of them. I burnt them. Their 4-track had like a CD burner in it, so I burnt like 20 copies of them and sold them at school. And I own most of them now. A couple of them have been sold at auction. None of them have leaked online, but it's kind of just, it's a 12-year-old singing about 12-year-old love, so it's not anything too salacious, but yeah, it's not very good. First time going viral was You Need Me, I Don't Need You. I recorded for my friend Jamal's YouTube channel, SBTV. This was a time where if something went on YouTube, that was kind of the main place that people would discover it. Jamal's channel was like primarily like grime and rap stuff, and I was an 18-year-old white kid with an acoustic guitar rapping, and I think people found it surprising and they were sharing it a bit more. I'd never had a video that had been seen more than I think I'd released the A-Team at that point, and maybe that had like 20,000 views, but I just remember refreshing and it would just be going up 5,000 views at a time, and it was my first video that ever hit 1 million views, and I don't know what it's on now. It's not my most viewed video now, but at the time it was like a really big deal. Darling, I will be loving you. My first Grammy win was a funny one actually, because I'd been nominated for 13 Grammys beforehand, and I'd gone every year I'd flown my parents out, because every year I'd be like, maybe this is the year that I win a Grammy. And I lost every year, and every year I'd sort of flown my parents out and they'd be there like, and then it'd be awkward afterwards, and then you kind of be like, what do we do? So this year that I won, I didn't think I was going to win, so they didn't come out, and I was like, nah, just stay at home. And it was my birthday, so I was like, I'm just going to book a flight that night to fly to Iceland for my birthday. So win or lose, I know I'm going to go to Iceland with my now wife, and we're going to have the birthday cake and stuff like that, and it's not going to be about the Grammys. And I was kind of going just to go. And then I won, and then I was sort of like, well, I kind of wish my parents were here and I was celebrating it. And then the other time I won the Grammys, I was asleep. And I was in England and I hadn't gone to the Grammys, and I woke up and had won 2 of them. So both times were sort of not the celebratory thing that you would expect. I remember, actually, this is a funny story. So I played with Stevie Wonder for his Songs in the Key of Life tour, which was 2015, and the Grammy that I won was 2016. And Stevie Wonder, when I was sat with him after the show, was talking to me, and he was talking to me about my song Thinking Out Loud. And he said, of course, because Thinking Out Loud won the Song of the Year at the Grammys. And I was like, oh, it's actually, it hasn't been nominated yet, and I haven't won a Grammy before. And he said, like, you're going to win Song of the Year at the Grammys next year. And then it got to the Grammys, and the person that presented the award for Song of the Year was Stevie Wonder. And when I went up on stage, he whispered in my ear, "I told you." And it was like one of these, like I don't know if he can see the future. Maybe he can, but yeah, it was pretty, freaky. There's different milestones, you know. For me, it's not about like continuing to. Your career just can't go like this. It's not about being like, I have to be the biggest and best every time, and it has to be breaking records, and it has to be doing this, because I feel like I did that. For me, it's not exciting to just try and do the same thing again and rehash it, because that's already been done. And I also feel, sorry to ramble, I also feel like when people are into, when people say, "Oh, I like the old stuff," or like this, it's always connected to nostalgia and a place of time. The reason that my fan base loved my first album the most is not because it's the best musically, it's because at the time that they heard it, it was like a pivotal time in their life, and they might have been like finishing high school or going to university for the first time, or falling in love for the first time, or going on a road trip with their friends, and that's what they connect that music to. And it's very hard to replicate nostalgia, so it's good to just carry on making stuff that I like, and then hoping that people like it too. So I've been Ed Sheeran, and that's been my journey to here on Amazon Music India.